A staple of our program. We were always bringing the X's on, the abusive fathers. This is what Dr. Ray is all about, cathartic confrontation.
Now, when you told her that you were going to bring on her ex-boyfriend, did she object?
No, absolutely not.
So she assumed the risk of being murdered.
That's a cheap shot.
Oh, come on, Mr. Hamilton. The staple of your program, as you readily admit, is to inflame, to stir up cathartic confrontation. Here you had a volatile ex-boyfriend who had a history of abuse and physical violence.
She's the person that knew him best, and she never once...
And you were more than tickled to exploit her bad judgment. By the way, how many times have you rerun that particular episode where he proposed marriage, the one that led to her murder?
I don't know.
My count is 3, including once after he killed her.
Whenever something bad happens, we all feel a need to blame somebody. Hell, I do it, you do it, we all
I move that this man be sanctioned for continuing to disrupt my cross-examination. It's a deliberate attempt to blind my questions, distract the jury. It's willful, illegal. Shut up, you bobo-head!
You called him that in open court?
It's like I seem to regress to a child. Denny, did you ever murder any of your toys as a child?
I shot my flat screen Super Bowl Sunday.
No, but growing up, did you ever visit your toys with violence?
Well, I wore toys. I'd blow them up, and some of my sister's dolls, I'd twist their heads off after I finished touching them. Why are you looking at me like that? Why is everybody looking at me funny these days?
What are you doing with the onion?
Oh. Well, I'm having dinner with Shirley. I plan to cry.
Sorry?
Well, I remember when she first fell in love with me, she thought I was vulnerable. So tonight, I plan to cry. Like Robert Frost said, no tears for the writer, no sex.
He said no tears for the writer, no tears for the reader.
Whatever. I'll pull a muskie. It worked for Hillary for about a week. Only problem is, I can't cry without an onion. Tear ducts are all shut.
Denny, you know what? I'm afraid to even ask.
Keep a secret. This water pack goes in my pocket. I hit this remote. The water goes through the tubes, into the wires. Tears.
And the point is?
To show I'm vulnerable. I need to impress Shirley with my sensitivity. Tip her off and you're fired.
Well, might the desired effect be blunted by the sight of all the technology on your cheeks?
We'll cover it with makeup. And if my face is swollen, I'll tell her I've been drinking.
Denny, this is preposterous, even for you. This is grounds for the rubber room, even.
Gosh, Carl. That hurts my feelings.
I remember the movie Network by Paddy Chayefsky. It depicted the extremes and perversities that television would resort to for the sake of ratings. It was a film way ahead of its time, and yet now it seems dated, given the depths to which television has sunk. I doubt even Chayefsky could ever have imagined putting contestants on a program to eat worms or raw animal parts, or women humiliating themselves to marry fake millionaires. One network made a deal for O.J. Simpson to do a primetime special on how he might have killed his ex-wife. Television is a noble beast, isn't it? Well, the shame is it once was. And to many, it still should be. Television took us to the moon. It let us cry together as a nation when a beloved president was assassinated. Its unflinching and comprehensive coverage in Vietnam served to end that war